I am playing Noah Puckerman's younger half-brother named Jake. And he kind of comes in and he definitely has a little bit of an attitude problem. I think some things in the past have kind of put these guards up for him, and we'll see if it hinders him from getting into the Glee Club or not. The song that Jake sings for his audition is Never Say Never by The Fray, which is a beautiful song. I'm a huge fan of the band. And I actually sang that song for my audition for the actual show. So it's really cool to get to be able to do that in the show for Glee as well. The crazy thing is I actually was a fan of the show. I remember 3 years ago sitting in my living room with my family watching the pilot and, just hoping someday that I could be on something like it, and to sit here now and be on the show, it's been unbelievably surreal. It's been crazy, for sure. I loved the episode where they sang Like a Prayer by Madonna, because I remember they were playing it kind of in the promos, and it was like this close-up shot of Lea Michele, and it just seemed so epic and powerful with the chorus and everybody on the stage, so that was a moment for me that I absolutely loved. I came to LA, it'll be 2 years actually in September, and I've done like a few different Nickelodeon shows, and I just had the Blue Lagoon remake air, but nothing where it's singing, dancing, acting quite on this scale. This is definitely my first big thing that I've ever done before. Yeah. I'm from Buffalo, New York, East Coaster, and I grew up dancing, actually. I started when I was 5, and I did it intensively until the end of high school. And I actually got accepted into Juilliard my senior year for dance. But I turned it down to move to LA to act. So I came to LA and just primarily was acting the whole time and just kind of hit the ground running. Well, my dance background, I started when I was 5, and I grew up at a competition studio. So we did everything, tap, jazz, ballet, acro, hip hop, everything. And I did that the entire time. And then also in high school, I did a lot of extra ballet, which definitely played into the whole Juilliard thing. But so I really, truly do everything. I love contemporary, and I do love ballet, but I love hip hop and jazz. So I love everything. The scene with Mark was the first scene that I shot, and it's our confrontation, and we're in the choir room, and that was really surreal, just to be in that choir room for the first time, just because I feel like it's become so iconic with the show and everything. But Mark was really, really great, and I think that scene is a really powerful scene because it's our first moment where we really kind of see each other. But it's really moving, and I think the stuff that he says to me is really touching, so it definitely affects Jake, for sure. Getting to play the bad boy is really fun. I think I kind of looked at it as, bad boys aren't just bad boys for no reason. It usually comes from a history, or they're wounded or something, and I think that's 100% the case with Jake. I think, his family life has really affected him, and I think it's caused him to put up these walls and have his guard up all the time. But it's definitely fun to play something that's a lot different than you are, and I think it really helps in terms of the character to come from a wounded background, to have reasoning for being, the bad boy. The first time I met Melissa was during her screen test. I was screen testing with a bunch of girls, and she, from the beginning, was a standout. I mean, she was always my first choice. She was just so effortlessly gracious and brought so many layers to the character, and I mean, I think she's been doing so well with it. She's been amazing just shooting with her, because a lot of my scenes thus far have been with her, and she's such a giving actress, and she's so sweet and so nice, so she's incredible.